Hey everyone, I hope your week is going well, and I hope your homework is going well. Speaking of the homework, I got a question this week in regard to Chapter 3, Question 16. So let's walk through that real quick. Suppose that in a recent market period, an industry-wide survey determined the following relationship between the price of pre-recorded Blu-ray movies and the quantity supplied, quantity demanded. So here on this table we have various amounts of prices going up. As price goes up, quantity demanded goes down and quantity supplied goes up. Use information in the table to accurately draw the supply and demand curves for movie Blu-rays. The first part is going to have us label and draw the demand curve. The second part is going to have us label and draw the supply curve. And the last portion is going to have us mark where equilibrium is. And you'll remember equilibrium is the point where quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. So just looking at our table here, we know that point is going to fall at $22. But let's go ahead and start drawing out our curves. A lot of times when I get questions in regard to the supply and demand models, I think the question is more focused and centered around how to use the Pearson tools rather than the concepts of supply and demand. So we'll walk through using these tools pretty slowly. First, we're going to look at the price of $20. At $20, quantity demanded is 100 million. So we'll go here on our y-axis of $20 and go all the way out to 100 million. You'll see in the left corner that there's going to be the coordinates pointed out for you there to additionally assist to ensure you're at the right coordinates. So we're at 100 million quantity demanded at the price of 20. The next one is $21.90 million, which will be right here. Then we have $22.80 million, which will be right here. $23.70 million, which will be right here. And finally, $24.60 million, which will be right here. When you're done drawing the demand curve, you'll hit the escape key. That will get us out of the line drawing tool. Then we can add our label of the demand curve. We're going to do the same thing, choosing our multi-point curve tool, but this time we'll draw the supply curve. So, at the same price of 20 million, producers are willing to produce 40 million units, which is all the way out here. At $21, they're more willing to produce more, so at that point they're at 60 million. At $22, they're willing to produce 80 million. At $23, they're willing to produce 100 million. And finally, at $24, they're willing to produce 120 million. Again, just like the demand curve, we'll hit the escape key. That will give us an opportunity to label this as the supply curve. Finally, we're going to mark equilibrium, which we discussed earlier as the point where quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied, and that is going to be right here at the output of 80 million. Finally, we'll add that label as equilibrium and check our answer. Awesome, we got that portion right. It's then going to ask, what is the equilibrium price? Well, equilibrium is where quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied, so it's going to be $22. Got that right. What is equilibrium quantity? Well, it's going to be 80 million units, as we discussed earlier. And finally, if the industry price of DVDs is $23, there is there's 100 million supplied and 70 million demanded. So there's going to be a surplus of 30 million units. Check if that's a surplus. And finally, it's going to ask, what is the shortage or surplus? 30 million units. Well, awesome. That will be a quick walkthrough of question 16. Your other graphing, supply and demand model questions will be pretty similar, But if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to me. I never mind working through those. Have a great week.